Welcome back, sir. Ign'ant Sports, episode 42.
Yep, here we are.
Good week, my man. 15-9. Not too shabby. It's probably the best one may have in a while. I mean, who knows? These weeks have been tough.
For now, yeah.
I was just happy that I went above 500 after early tough games.
Yeah, I think these over-unders will always be the toss-up because, as we'll get to later in our PGR, the injuries and such things can happen.
Yeah, the injuries are going to be like the real toss-up. But yeah, we will leave all the sauce for the PGR today. So it is your pick first, my friend. I don't know if you thought too much about these, but for you.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I barely scrolled down and I was just like, oh, there's my Green Bay. So going with the Green Bay, New York Giants at the Green Bay. And we'll be going with that -8 because they're going to definitely beat these Giants. No, we're not losing again.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't lose, but you didn't cover, basically, is what you meant.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my other team. But yeah, if we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go under the 41.5, I'm gonna take that and go for Green Bay for the win.
Sounds good. You know what I like? I'm very disappointed with my man Tom Brady this year. I'm very disappointed with Tom Brady. I'm very disappointed with Tampa Bay. Divisional rivalry, 8 points, no way. Give me that 8 points with Atlanta. Tampa Bay hosting Atlanta. That's just, I don't really remember what these matchups have been. Kind of like the Saints and the Tampa Bay, all that. But I just don't see 8 points right now. So give me Atlanta +8. I'm gonna go under 48 because I just don't trust this Tampa Bay offense. But trust them enough to win. So let me get them to win.
Speaking of the team that did win, we got Dallas at Rams, and I'm gonna take my Rams for the -4. I'm gonna try the 45.5. Cooper, if he's still hot, so I think both teams will do their part.
Meant over, right? I assume.
Yeah, over on the 45.5.
Okay.
And Rams for the win.
Okay. Cool. I pick some weird teams these days. But the NFL seems kind of weird these days. I don't mind necessarily. I don't like any games this week. And I don't mind this Jacksonville as hosting Houston. They're a favorite by 7 points. That seems about reasonable. I think they can win by about 10 or so. So let me get Jacksonville -7. I will take over on the 44.5, and I will take Jacksonville for the win.
And I will be taking LA Chargers at Cleveland. Yeah, LA Chargers for the spread -3. Let's go over 47.5, and let's go for LA Chargers for the win.
All right. This didn't work last time when I used this logic, but it just feels like someone knows something I don't know. I can't understand how Detroit, who is putting up like 30+ points every single week, is point underdog to my New England Patriots, who are on their like 7th string quarterback. So it makes me want to take the Patriots, because it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like, what do they know? Like, how are we favored? How are we favored? 3 points. It feels so bad to bet against my team, but that's just what my gut tells me. So I'm going with Detroit. New England is hosting Detroit, and I'm taking Detroit +3. I will go over 46.5 because Detroit puts that up weekly themselves, and I will go Detroit for the win.
So I'm going to stick with the one I was going to choose.
Yep.
There's Pittsburgh at Buffalo, and correct me if I'm going to do this wrong, but I'll take Pittsburgh +14 over on the 47, but for Buffalo to win.
You got it. That's good to me. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go a little unorthodox here, because normally when you got like a lot of, and we'll talk about this one, especially in the PGR, a little bit of controversy, a little bit of injuries. You may want to avoid it, but Miami visiting New York Jets. Teddy Bridgewater knows he's gonna be the quarterback this time, whole time. So preparing. 3.5 ain't a lot. Still got Tyreek. Still got Waddle. Waddle's out, right? Well, they still got a good team. We're keeping it IAS here. So Miami at New York Jets. I want Miami -3.5. I would like to go over 44.5. A lot of these late game Jets comebacks lately, and I want Miami to win.
Right. I think I'm gonna take the one you didn't want to take, and so I'm gonna go to Tennessee and Washington.
That's exactly it, bro.
And I'm gonna go for Tennessee for the -2.5.
Yeah, you think you are.
Let's go over the 42.5 and Tennessee for the win.
You know what? I'm honestly rooting for you on this one because logic says it should be that way, but I've bet Tennessee too many times, and I've also seen Washington just like, I don't know, man, like with Ron Rivera and who's their quarterback right now?
Listen.
Yeah, like he's not that bad, you know? All right, so I'm glad you took that out of there. All right, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore's mad. 3 points ain't a ton. Divisional rivalry, I know. I want Baltimore -3. I think they're gonna come back. Cincinnati's maybe feeling a little bit too comfortable now after a couple wins. We saw what they were early in the season. Let's see if they can keep it rolling, but I want to roll with Baltimore in this one. Probably gonna be a high-scoring game for sure, so let's go over that 48, and let's go Baltimore for the win.
I did enough. So I'm just stick to old me. There's Chicago and Minnesota. So I'm going to take Minnesota for the -7. I'll go over on the 44 and Minnesota for the win.
A solid pick. After tonight's performance especially, and yesterday's performance for sure. I see San Francisco is visiting Carolina, and I just can't picture that Baker's going to have a bad day against that San Francisco defense, getting his balls batted down left and right. So I want San Francisco -6. I will take... San Francisco ends up with some low-scoring games. So I'm going to go under that 39.5. And I'm going to go San Fran for the win.
Let's go. There's Las Vegas at Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City for -7. We'll go over on the 51. And Kansas City for the win.
Seattle at New Orleans. Seattle just put up like 48 points. Your boy finally had his breakout game of the year.
Yep.
And now they're getting 6 against the Saints. I want Seattle +6 for sure. I want above 45.5. And I want Seattle to win.
Okay. I'm going to go with, there's Indianapolis at Denver. I'm going to believe in Russell Wilson, so Denver -3.5. Let's go. This is Phase Ed music. Let's go under 43.5. And for Denver to win.
Well, Arizona sucks, so I'm gonna take the undefeated team, who's feeling themselves. Sure. So Philadelphia at Arizona. Gotta go with wrong one. I gotta go with Philadelphia -5. I just can't. Arizona seems like they put on a decent performance-ish kind of second half yesterday, but it was against a pretty weak team, so I'm not gonna count that for much. And all the good teams they played this year, they got their ass kicked. So let's go with numbers, points. This is a really tough. This is probably the toughest over/under I've seen so far. So I'm just gonna. I want them to win by more than 5, so I'm gonna go with the over. So I need them to score a lot of points. So let's go with over the 49.5, and let's go with Philadelphia to remain undefeated. That's gonna be a tough one. This was definitely one of my most Ign'ant for sure, because I did not read or see a lot. I watched less football this week than I have all week. Sorry, all of the weeks that we've done this.
Right.
So. But I am happy that we are where we are. I was expecting to be in a lot bigger of a deficit, so anything can happen still.
Yeah, I mean, I have faith, but I figured if we were to be where we thought we would be, it would be because of just uncontrollable factors like injuries and just illness, just things that truly are out of control. Like if this is the score that should.
Well, honestly, there's a few games that had some really specific things, and I just want to let you know about that in
EGR.
The post-game report. So we'll see y'all there. Link in the Discord. It's the only place you can get this nice post-game report. We're going to break down last week's games and this week's picks.
And link is in the description for the Discord.
Sir, we'll see y'all in there.
Yeah.
And record.